Mics are hot. Let's get into this really quickly. Just off the top of your head, best in town or best around?
If we're going to talk about best in town or best around, you got to go best in town. Like, that's where you have, like, the social community, everyone telling you what to get. If you just go best around, well, who's around?
Oh, everybody's around.
Best in town, though. You know the town.
That is very interesting, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of undecided on that. Best in town or best around? Because, best around is like, whoa. Everybody around is saying, whoa, that's the best.
Yeah.
But then who is around? What if you don't care about their opinions?
What if someone just blows in from stupid town?
Oh, you don't want that. So, you know what? Maybe best in town might be the safest bet.
Yeah.
Do I live in this town?
You've lived in this town for 5 years, but you don't like it.
So I'm looking to move around. So then maybe best around would be better because it talks about the whole rest of the around, not just the town. You see, here we get into the deep topics.
Deep topics.
These are the deep topics.
Just for you.
How you doing, my friend?
We started?
We started. I feel like we've definitely been started.
Crisp.
Yeah, man.
Doing good.
It's been a week, man. I just saw you a few days ago at EJ's baby shower. Shout out EJ. Shout out
the Velasquez.
Yeah, that's a good
Shout
one.
out the Velasquez.
Because we saw the collection, the collective, not collection.
I'll say, dude, I feel like I'm at an age, not even age, I'm at a time in my life where everyone's getting married. Yeah. Everyone's getting proposed to.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's popping out babies. Everyone's expecting to pop out babies. And it's pretty cool. I had to buy a baby monitor for my Aunt Joy. She's in Ecuador right now. My mom and sister went to go visit. And bought a baby monitor. And this thing was like, it was not cheap.
No,
and I was like,
it's a baby monitor.
I was setting it up and everything and like making sure the camera worked, making sure the audio worked. Dude, this is a crisp piece of technology.
Fantastic.
Crisp.
I mean, it's crazy that, like you said, the times are changing. We're now having to buy purposeful gifts.
Yeah.
Gifts that are going to improve somebody else's life. Because I had to buy, like you said, just recently, I also had to buy. It was for EJ and Andre. By the time I see this, you have gotten the gift already, so it's not.
Yeah, they will have gotten the gift.
I got them baby bottles, and then like this like baby diaper changing little station.
Baby diaper changing station.
That's a mouthful.
What about Gerber baby glow up plan?
Gerber baby glow up plan. Try saying that 5 times.
Gerber baby glow up plan.
Pause the video, say that 5 times, and let me know. Slide into Anthony's DMs and let me know if you got it.
Slide into the deliberate dive DMs. Don't slide into my DMs. Slide into the deliberate dive DMs. Yeah.
That
was the name of an improv group I performed on Sunday. It was called Gerber Baby Glow Up Plan, and I was hosting it, so I had to say this name. And then
Gerber Baby Glow Up Plan.
And then my co-host, she was like, she said that exactly. She's like, try saying that 3 times fast. I was like, on stage, I'm like, Gerber Baby Glow Up Plan, Gerber Baby Glow Up Plan. And I did it. And
that was twice.
And that's exactly what she said.
Bro, it was me. It was actually me. In disguise.
Wait a minute, Sebastian.
Oh,
unmask him.
I'm just like on my knees or something.
She was shorter.
Oh well.
Shout out,
but yeah, it's crazy the kind of gifts that we have to buy. So I'm no longer buying T-shirts, no longer buying stuff like that. I'm buying stuff for the little human.
Yeah,
funny stuff.
It's an interesting thing.
It's an interesting time growing up, huh?
I've never bought diapers in my life before. I was buying diapers for the first time for EJ.
Can't say I bought diapers either in my life. Why would I have? When was there a baby last in our family? Oh,
Ramon.
But even then.
And there are different groups of diapers that you can buy. So we bought the N, which was less than a year. I don't know what N stands for.
Oh, man. New.
Oh, no. No way.
That.
No way. It's less than a year, and then you have the one. Newborn.
So it wasn't that far off.
Newport.
They got Newports.
Just the baby coming out.
Smoking some Newports.
Chain smoking. Where are my Newports?
Born in Chicago, but comes out with a New Jersey accent. They got Newports. Yeah, so it's crazy. I mean, honestly, buddy, it's been a couple of days for me as well.
Tell me.
So one thing that funny enough happened that same Sunday after, because you remember I told you I had some things to take care of after we left. Don't you just hate voice cracks?
Okay.
Don't you just hate when you have your normal voice, right? Now, mind you, I don't have the deepest voice, right?
Okay.
But you're speaking, and all of a sudden, You know?
Yeah.
Happened to me at the worst possible time, probably. So
Okay.
like I was wrapping up all my things that I had to do on Sunday after we left EJ's thing. I'm headed home. I was like, oh, gotta stop at Walgreens. Just a random stopping at Walgreens. Obviously, it's just me in my car, so I've just been driving, listening to music, not really saying anything. Walk into Walgreens. I gotta buy. I forgot what I had to buy, but walked in, grabbed it. I was like, I'm gonna get some candy and a couple snacks. And I'm already here. I made the stop. All cool about it. All cool. I'm walking up to the cash register. This girl, she starts taking care, ringing up my orders. And at the end, there's like this really pretty girl, just like waiting.
No.
She's like right in front. She's like waiting for I don't know if it was her boyfriend, for somebody. She was a cute girl, right?
Just waiting for you.
Well,
She
yeah.
was waiting for you.
So then I just show up to the counter, so all cool as fuck about it, Mr.
Cool.
Slick.
Super cool.
Yeah, super fly, right? I hadn't, mind you, I haven't probably spoken in like 2 hours. So I've been like silent for like 2 hours, right? So my voice was just chilling. You can already see where this is headed. The girl that's ringing me up, she's like, hi, how are you doing today? I'm like, and I was, in my mind, I responded, hey, how's it going? What came out was like, oh, dude, I wanted to blow up the whole building.
Wow.
Absolutely embarrassing. I started laughing in front of myself in front of them too. Just the worst possible time.
Did you introduce yourself? I'm just kidding. My
No.
name is Sebastian Morales. How you doing?
So like, obviously, it came out like the voice of a little flute when she's like, hey, how are you? I was like, oh, I was like, hey, how's it going? After that, right? And then just small, I kind of had a smile on my face. She was probably wondering why I was like laughing and shit. I didn't say anything to the girl because like the girl ended up walking away like shortly after she heard me, probably because I scared her off. Right? No, but she just walked away like with her shit. But I was just like, man, just the worst possible time for that to happen to you. Wow. I guess the point of the story is make sure your voice is ready to go at all times. Don't stay quiet for long periods of time if you have to meet somebody. Like, what is that? Like, I already went through puberty once. Why are you making me have to go through puberty like 2 minutes at a time when I probably, at the worst possible time?
Would you ever, to a random stranger like that, ask for their number? Have you ever?
Of course I've asked for a number, yeah.
Like waiting in line at a Walgreens like
that specific scenario? I haven't done that.
You've never done that?
No, I've never done that before.
That's interesting. Yeah, because like you screwed that up.
Actually, yeah, no, man. Just my voice really let me down on that one.
That's bad.
And again, moral of the story is don't stay quiet for too long. Make sure your voice is ready to go.
Use the pipes.
Use the pipes sometimes.
God gave you those pipes.
It's crazy, man. And then after that, like I legit almost started laughing to myself. And the girl like with me, she's like, why are you laughing? And I just didn't say, I just got my stuff. And I guess I go back to your point of not getting somebody else's number. I guess maybe I'm just not thinking of it when I make a quick stop at like Walgreens or something, because I'm usually very like, I gotta pick something small like a pack of gum or like medicine or something. So I'm just in and out.
Yeah.
I don't find myself in Walgreens all that often.
Yeah.
Or CVS.
Yeah, I've never asked for a girl's number like that randomly.
Not
like the most random way to ask for a person's number.
No, what is the most random way to ask for a person's number? I also feel like certain spots maybe just aren't the best for certain kind of scenarios.
If you're getting a colonoscopy.
Yeah.
By the way, Doc.
Hey,
what are you doing? What are you doing Saturday?
I know you're checking me out and stuff like that, but like, hey, why don't we take this outside of the office? What are you doing on Saturday?
Why don't you take that glove off and
tell me how it really feels? Why don't we build a little chemistry here?
Are there women colonoscopy people?
Yeah, for sure.
You think so?
Yeah. The only thing I don't believe there may not be, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe there's male OBGYNs.
There for sure are.
What?
There for sure are, yeah. I've heard of people having a male OBGYN.
Wow.
And
how do you feel about that?
I want to know what happened in their head when they were in college and they're like looking at all the possible things that they can do in their life and be like, you know what? Vaginas. That's what I'm going to study. That's what I want to look at.
Do you think maybe they can get into it? I don't want to sound like bad, but like, I'm going to get chicks this way. But it's like, maybe that's like the mentality, but then you realize, I can't be inappropriate in any kind of way.
Or you could be the most inappropriate and no one knows. That's cooked like that. I don't know why.
I just feel like maybe just for themselves, I feel like maybe they wouldn't do so well. Because, like, a girl is probably going to go on to see, again, maybe I'm wrong. A girl is probably going to feel more comfortable going to a female OBGYN. Why would you want to go to a male,
Daddy issues.
I mean, I guess
That's
there
terrible.
could be some
That's
people.
terrible. I'm going to cut that out. Anthony, just bleep that part out.
No, it's fine.
Well, I don't know why my mind went to, like the gymnastics coach that was like
that's
terrible.
Yeah.
And he started like very much abusing these like younger girls.
Yeah.
And then another thing that I'm thinking about, I'll shout out Annalise. Me and her were talking today. She's getting married. By this time, she'll already be married.
Oh,
and
wow.
she was talking about like a priest and how they were like marrying her and
Oh.
stuff like that. And we had this conversation of like, how are you supposed to trust like a priest with marriage advice if they're married to God and they've never had like the experience of having a wife or a husband? Well, I guess a priest would have a wife, of having a wife and knowing the like ups and downs and challenges that marriage brings.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, because I've watched videos and experts talk about, a priest that abstains from sex, that abstains from all these different things. Why do you think like in the churches you have a lot of priests that like touch kids?
Yeah.
Because that biological instinct is still inside of them, but now they're just around a bunch of kids.
It gets released in the worst possible way.
And then power is a corrupt thing, brother.
Yeah, but going back to that point that you said about how would a priest know about that, I feel like one of the requirements, I heard this before, one of the requirements of being like a priest or like a head deacon or something like that is like you have to be married. So so that's why they get the experience of like marriage, and so they could speak to that to a certain extent.
Different religions too. Like
different religions, different ways of doing things, but yeah, man, I've always found that difficult as well. Like, how are you supposed to be a person of God? I think you're doing these things, and not that, I don't know, that, what I mean?
Yeah.
It's difficult.
I started, your mom and dad got me a little like worship book.
Yeah.
And I read it before one day going to work, because I was like stressing over this one like strategic growth plan that I had, and it was like a whole yearly thing, and I was going to present it to my president, president of my company, my director, my manager. And I read this quote, and it was Exodus 14:14, and it said, "The Lord will fight for you. All you need is to be still."
Yeah.
And I'm like, that, like, and you, again, this to me is ancestral wisdom. Yeah. It's not the Bible. It's not Christianity. It's not that. This is ancestral wisdom that's coming to me. The universe, are we in a simulation? Is it God? Is it the universe? Is it evolution? Like, no one knows. It's what you have faith in. And like, I have faith in, putting my mindset in and attracting things that I'm putting out there. And so like reading that, it just gave me so much like, ooh, like that, again, people are what cook religions. Like, people are the ones that corrupt religions. It's not, again, that's ancestral wisdom.
I'm always big on that, man. I'm always big on that because people will ask me, like, I mean, I'm Seventh-day Adventist, right? I was baptized into that when I graduated high school. But I definitely wouldn't say like I'm a practicing one. Because whenever people specifically ask me that, because religion has been something that's been so kind of, messed around with, and it's not perfect, and it's not, even some religions might not even be doing things the best way, right? My answer is always going to be, when they ask you what religion, blah, 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 it's my relationship with God. Yeah. To me, that's what matters. That's literally it. I don't subscribe to one particular, one set of this, that, or the other. But I just focus on your relationship with God, and that's it. That's literally it, man.
Yeah. I'll have this shout out Andre. Man always makes an appearance.
Man always makes an appearance here.
At this point, you'd think he's paying us to just say his name.
Maybe we slow down on the Andre talk.
Maybe we do so.
Because we're giving him free publicity at this point.
Beep out the name Andre every time we say his name. Yeah. From now on.
Every time you hear his name, just be like, oh, turn it down for 2 seconds.
We had this conversation earlier this year of exactly this. It's like, dude, spirituality and growth and religion. And we got to a really nice point where we came up with this idea of how, if I want to be a man of faith, it's my actions that will lead someone to think like, why is that guy so good? Why is that guy so nice? Why is that guy so kind? Exactly. And they see God in you. And it's not you going out and saying you have to read this and you have to go over here and you have to pray and you have to, like, no, it's how you show up, and that's godlike.
Yeah.
And
That's
the
so
word
good.
God, like people run away from it. Something happens in people's lives, they also lose faith.
They,
You know,
they get mad. They get mad at God.
how can you explain loved ones dying? How can
Mhm.
you explain world tragedies? Like, how can you explain those things?
Yeah.
And we had a really good conversation on our way to Fred again. Shout out Alyssa, Derek, and my brother Wardo.
He just texted me also, by the way. It's hilarious. Go ahead.
We're on the wavelength, brother.
I know. That's kind of crazy, actually.
And we were like, all right, are we in a simulation?
Okay.
And the conversation was good. One example that they brought up, and then I'll share another example, was they were in like a bookstore talking about, you remember those big I Spy books?
Of course.
Those big, massive ones. Like I Spy, a big red
Great
button.
books, by the way.
Fantastic books.
Unbelievable.
Wouldn't read a lick of words, but it would be
But it wasn't about that. It was about working on your critical thinking skills.
Critical thinking. And they were talking randomly in a bookstore about these I Spy books and this and that. Not 5 seconds later, they see a random person just holding up an I Spy book.
Oh.
Simulation. Second example, that same day, we were talking about who are the types of demographics that go watch Fred again. I don't know if you are a man of culture and have known who Fred again is.
I've heard of the name.
Wow. And so we were like thinking, okay, this guy's from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
He's international. He's going to play like in Monaco and then Sydney and then, Sevilla and Chicago. And we're trying to think, who are the types of people that are going to go watch Fred again? And I was like, oh, cultured people, international people. And looking around, we were like, yeah. And when I mentioned to my work that I was going to go watch Fred again, none of them knew who they were, who he was. And I'm like, like, I wonder if it's like a white American thing that you don't know about Fred again, like international, like a Bad Bunny, for example. People are now starting to get to know him. This man's been on the radar for 10 years. And so then I'm like, yeah, but they won't know who Fred again is, but they'll know who Oasis is.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be, oh yeah, I know Oasis.
Oh, well, but you can arguably say that they're international as well. So it's maybe not about white American. It's just maybe not well known.
So then again, going back to simulation, now we're in the middle of Fred again. 10,000 people, right? Playing some great songs. We're dancing. A dude with an Oasis shirt walks right in front of us. Right? I tap everybody. I'm like, yo, yo, yo.
Yeah.
Simulation.
Interesting. So you're saying that when you say simulation, you say that in the sense of like, you kind of attracting things to yourself in that aspect, like of maybe when you talk about what you see or what you think about, like you are subconsciously bringing that into your life in a visible way.
Like manifesting?
Because my way of always thinking, and it's so dumb, but it's like, because this happened to me yesterday. I went to the gym at a time that I don't normally go to the gym. I usually go to the gym between like
January and December.
I go to the gym between Monday and Sunday. I went to the gym. I usually go to the gym between like 7 and 9 p.m., right? Weekends, I go during the day, but that's a whole different story. During the week, I rarely ever get to go early. Yesterday, I went to the gym at like 1 p.m. Random, just Tuesday morning, or I guess early afternoon at that point. My example of that simulation would be is when I go to the gym at a set time and I follow a schedule, of course, I'm going to be seeing the same people there. I'm going to be seeing the same people because we're all kind of on the same kind of like, maybe not wavelength, but we're going at the same time. We just happen to see each other. We just meet up at the gym. Our schedules somehow end up matching that we meet up at the gym. How is it possible that on a random ass day that I just happen to not be at work and I decide to go to the gym, at the same time that I decided to go to the gym, I go to the gym and I see those people?
Oh.
What the fuck? And that's happened to me countless amounts of times. The people that I would see randomly at my set scheduled time that I go to the gym, I see them, of course, during that time. But yesterday I saw those same people at the time that I went there. Tell me about that. What is that?
Simulation.
And again, that's happened to me so many fucking times. I literally wanted to ask ChatGPT, like, hey, help me like understand this, because there's got to be something behind this. Because how is it that we just randomly our schedules just matched up on this random weekday that we just decided to both be here at the gym at this time again? And it wasn't just one or two. Like I saw like a handful of people that I always see when I go to the gym at the normal time that I go to.
Group thing.
Fuck, man,
It's also like when comedians say, oh, like that's my joke. No, it's my joke. Dude, we could have the same exact idea.
Yeah.
And we thought of the same premise.
Yeah.
And we thought of the same joke.
Also, nothing ever is ever really original anymore. That could have been somebody else's joke from a long time ago.
Who was talking about it? Someone was talking, I think Bella from work, shout out, and she was saying like, yeah, Sabrina Carpenter's music is like very much emulating Ariana Grande. And then if you were to look back, Ariana Grande was probably emulating this other person. And then if you look back, that person was emulating someone else.
Wow,
so it's all like we're all inspired by certain things.
Yeah, I like to say that, inspired.
It's inspiration.
Because sometimes people are doing it, but they're not even aware that they're doing it. Because what's wrong with saying, oh, so and so was my artist, so like of course I looked up to them, so of course I maybe have some little things about them that are kind of similar, and it's not necessarily that I'm trying to copy them or bite their style or anything. That was just I was influenced by them, you know.
Yeah, just so many little things.
Like little.
So I would say like my definition of like simulation would be, like humans put whether something happens in two buckets of either good or bad. Like if you watch a lion absolutely devour a gazelle, humans are gonna be like, oh, that's so terrible. Oh no. If you look at it in the grand scheme of things, well, the lion's got to eat. Lion's got to eat.
It's the circle of life.
It's the circle of life. If we look at, I can talk to it because I was diagnosed. Like if you look at cancer, humans will be like bad. But if you take away the perspective of this is good or bad, it's just something that is.
Something that is.
It's in biology, like things are going to morph and mutate, and when cells divide and they replicate, there's always something that can go wrong. And even me just saying right now, it's something that could go wrong. What do you mean? It's just something that can go different. That's all it is. Like the fact that you have a beard and I don't, that's just a genetic mutation.
We're working on that though, aren't we?
I shaved it off.
Oh
man.
my
brother!
Lord, what happened?
It wasn't looking good.
What do you mean? You never know, so how would you know?
So it was coming out, like, and I was getting it. I'm like,
I just saw you 2 days ago. I didn't see nothing.
Exactly. It's stupid,
man.
And then I had the mustache. I'm like, dude, it just looks embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
I'll try again in like 2, 3, 4 years.
Okay.
So like again, and like my dad, like it took him until like 45 to get something, and this man colors it.
Really?
Yeah, shout out.
Wow. I always thought your dad was just natural. I guess I also never saw your dad with a beard.
Yeah,
that's just who he was.
Recently, he started to like grow it out now.
Yeah.
So my time will come. Okay. My time will come. Very good. So yeah, like the simulation again, like you look at things as good or bad, and we put that marker on anything. And so when you look at all these other things, you're like, well, what are we all going towards? Like we're all going towards something. Yeah. And like I feel like there's something there's like if you were to look at a video game, how does the player walk through that video game? It's like they're deciding to take the adventure. They're deciding to like talk to this one person. They're deciding to like collect these things and then go out and figure out life. Like do it. And I believe in my head a very raw, not fully developed idea, but a raw idea is that we have the opportunity of every day choosing something unexpected. Like every day you go to work, you commute to work, choose a different road.
Oh, I love doing that.
Choose a different road. Every day you go to the gym, go to another gym. Every day you talk to this person, talk to someone else. You go to a coffee with your friend, go with coffee to another friend. Every day you do something different. And life tends to reward like those big, bold brush strokes on a nice, fresh canvas painting.
I like that.
So like that's what I kind of like look at the simulation is like it's going to reward those like big, not rational, but like bigger.
Just decisions. Just decisions. Period.
Yeah, decisions.
Just decisions. Period.
So that's how I look at like a
simulation. Okay, that's good. I do like that because there's something with that.
And then going back to like if you have faith in God, like the Lord will fight for you. If you're contemplating a job and you're like, oh, I don't know if I should stay or go see what happens.
Yeah,
you'll be good.
That's good, man.
If you're contemplating a big move to a different city, like do it. You'll be good. Because in the grand scheme of things, again, in 100 years, you'll be dead.
It goes back to what you're saying, at least for me, it goes back to what you're saying that people put everything in either good or bad. That's the thing with about, even with God, man. He can take even the bad things that happen to you and work it for your good. That's literally what he says all throughout the Bible. Even the difficult moments in your life. And someday, like even for you guys, that you are out there and you've experienced some difficult things in your life, and thankfully you've moved past them, you've gotten over it, it's been some time, you can look back at that time in your life and realize, man, I was going through it at that time, but going through that time taught me this. Going through that time showed me how to be resilient. Going through that time showed me how to be resourceful, how to be strong, how to keep going when I wanted to quit or had every reason to quit. So like in the moment, it sucks, but when you look back, those are like the scars and the stripes that you have that you wear proudly of the person that you've become. And then it goes back to saying God will use everything for your good at the end of the day. So it's no longer about, when you truly understand that, it's no longer about, man, this really sucks that this happened to me. I wish so much it wouldn't have happened to me. Yes, you can feel like that, but just remember at the end, ultimately, if you let it, that will just work for your good and will bring something positive out of that negative, because it'll teach you, it'll help you in whatever way that it needs to.
Yeah. You know, it's something so cool that happened because of this podcast. I'll share offline who it is, but someone that we both know reached out and said, dude, like I watched every episode. You and Sebas are talking so emotionally intelligent. They're a little bit younger. And they're like, any advice?
Any advice?
Any advice.
Wow.
And I'm reading this like, this is why. Like, this is why we started this. To have these conversations. And a thing like that, Scott, we got going for us is, man, like, we're young. Like, we're young. We're adults. We're men. I don't see these conversations happening just willy-nilly out there in the world. And people are gravitating towards it because we're talking in a way that's very smart, that's coming from experience.
That's the biggest part.
Yeah, it's coming from...
The things that we talk about is because the shit that we've literally lived through.
So I wanted to share that with you, man, because I'm like looking at that like, dude, this is dope. And we're going to, like schedule a call.
I'm excited to hear who this is.
We're gonna schedule...
I think I have an idea of who it was.
We're going to schedule a call and like shout out you. Like, I know you're watching this and you're going to know.
Thank you for that. You're the reason we do this for, literally.
And I'm like, dude, this is it. Like, this is, and that's one of many that are going to happen.
And let me go ahead and say this right now. We here at Delivery Dive are proud to be your person in time of need.
Yeah.
Ever need to talk to somebody? Hit up the boys.
Hit up the boys.
Ever need advice on anything? We'll give you the advice that we can give you. We're no experts, but we can help you, and we can sit there and break it down with you and see how you feel about it. See what you're thinking about it. We'll be there for you.
And our office hours are 9 to 5.
But for certain people, we could
listen. You don't get just
for those people that are paying for the Patreon. Well, listen, I'll be open 8 to 4 for you.
8 to 4. We're not just going to offer unlimited passes to one another.
No,
to a viewer, an unlimited 24/7 access to us.
Please,
wow,
we don't even get that with each other.
That's premium. That's one of one right there.
That's one of one.
You don't just get that.
Maybe we do a giveaway, the ultimate Delivery Dive pass. Who gets it?
I get it.
We just share it. We print 2 copies, one for me, one for you.
Just show up the next studio. Hey.
But, buddy, speaking of all these things that we talk about, we talked about a topic for today that I think is really good.
Yeah.
Just endings.
Endings.
We're about that time of the year where the year's coming to a close. I follow this tracker on Threads because I don't have X. I don't have Twitter/X anymore. Got rid of that shit because a bunch of negative stuff. So if you're still on there and you like it, but you're starting to get to that point where like, I kind of want to delete this, do it. Trust me, it's the best. I follow this account on Threads that's been counting down this whole year, saying like, if this, like today it said, as of today, 2025 is 90% done. So it's been filling up for that the whole year. So like randomly, I would see it. I remember seeing it early on in like February, March, be like, and I would say 2025 is 3% done. So like now seeing that it's at fucking 90%, wow, boys and girls, we have flown through this year.
Yeah.
But again, endings. It's getting that time of the year where things are ending, things are wrapping up for the year. So we thought, what better topic to talk about?
Do you have any good endings?
I do have an ending. I do have an ending. Shout out to my boy Tony from work. Today was his last day working with us. Dude, just what a bright young man.
Yeah.
Bright, funny-ass young man who is moving on to an opportunity that's ultimately better for his career, as much as it sucks for him to be leaving us, because our company is still a small company. So when somebody leaves, you feel it, right? Especially with him, because like when he came in, like me and him worked like exclusively together. And like I kind of like taught him all the shit and all that stuff, So, and now, he's leaving. So endings, like it's bittersweet because, I'm going to lose the homie in the office, right? But that's the kind of thing with endings. Like it's tough, but at the same time, it's good for him because he's going into something that's going to be more geared towards what he's studying, what his career is going to be. So it's an ending. It's an ending that's bittersweet, but ultimately, again, it's for his benefit. And we all understood it. We all took it the same way. Nobody got upset. You know, there's some places where like if you leave, like people will get salty. They'll be like, oh, you know,
You never
whatever.
you never want to leave like that.
Exactly. You never want to leave like that. But we all told him the same exact thing. And he's the youngest one in the office. So it's like, you know, everybody's got that like kind of, you know, appreciation, that love for him. So yeah, man. And ending right here today. Today was literally his last day.
Wow. That's like you always want to leave on a good foot. And that's when you realize like, damn, I'm a good person. When someone like you talking about him, you're like, he had an impact on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Older, younger, white, yellow,
matter.
Like it doesn't matter. Yeah. Like if you're a good person, you're gonna have an impact on people.
You're gonna rub off on people, and when you leave, people are gonna miss that. They're gonna, there was something about that person, huh?
I miss him rubbing on me.
Yeah, I miss him rubbing it.
I miss the rub.
I miss the rub. I need to rub down.
Tony, I need a rub.
Oh, but other than that, endings, I mean, yeah, bro. Endings.
I got a good story.
Go ahead.
When I left General Motors, this was 2021. This was after I had been working with a nonprofit to share my poem 21. If you've had the privilege of listening to that poem, shout out that poem. So I fly out to San Antonio. I did a performance that was mixed with poetry, music, and sand art. I perform, 100 people standing ovation, crying up to me like, "Oh, like Anthony, you got something." Like,
what is it? Not a dry eye in the room.
Not a dry eye. Anthony, you got this. Da da da. That weekend, and then Monday I was supposed to fly. Like Sunday night, I was supposed to fly back to work Monday. I missed my flight on Sunday because I was talking to my dad at the airport in front of my flight.
Oh, okay.
In front of my flight, talking to my dad. And I'm like, hold on, Dad. Like,
I think I got something to do.
I think my flight is leaving me. And then I go check. They're like, yeah, we were calling you. I'm like, so I had to go get an overnight, hotel nearby. Flew out Tuesday. Tuesday, I talked to my manager. I'm like, yo, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I got to go see about saving the world. Like, that was kind of like the energy that I had. I was hot. And it was funny going through the process of like me leaving that job, like me quitting, because they had like an exit interview and everything, and they were like they were going through like the steps, and they were like, all right, what should we put for like leaving? I'm like, just put I'm retiring.
I'm retiring.
And it's so, dude, I was what, 23, 24? And to think, because I even saw like in my manager, I'm like, dude, like he was just thinking, this guy's just a kid. Like this guy's just a kid that's making this decision. And he couldn't be like, how do your parents feel? Like you couldn't do that. Yeah. I'm a grown-ass adult also making this decision. But he was like, are you sure you want to do this? I'm like, yeah. And talking about endings, like that was an ending to a career path that I had decided to follow, when I was 16, 17. Yeah. That now in that moment no longer served like my greater purpose in the world, which for me is, to shine a light for other people to live an inspired life, like go after it.
Are you telling me that you were made to make damn good cars?
I wasn't made to make damn good cars. American. American.
Go ahead. So
Japanese maybe, I don't know. So then I leave that, and then like you look in hindsight, something that ended. Now where I am today, doing this podcast with you, and this is what I love to do. Yeah. Like creating content, creating a dialogue, creating community, helping other people that look like me find their voice, helping other people that look like me find their leadership capability. Like you can talk like this. You can do something that it scares you.
You can walk with your chest out.
A little bit.
I encourage all you double D-ers out there. You better be walking with your chest out at all times.
So that ending led to me doing a job where I was doing door-to-door sales. For Amazon, where I'd go literally knocking on apartment buildings here in Chicago, ringing intercoms to try and find the decision makers, whether it be a property manager, a homeowner, an HOA association, and then literally selling them on a product that would help their building with package security. Yeah. Outside. I'd be outside at this time.
Really?
Like in this weather.
Interesting.
Going around door to door.
Yeah.
And then I learned, how to talk, communicate, sell. Again, I'm a huge proponent of like learn how to sell yourself. Like every time you talk to someone, you're selling something, an idea, a conversation, a joke,
yourself,
a product. And then so that 2 years served me, and now I'm here 2 years with the current company I'm at, doing radio, advertising, digital, podcasting. And again, like one ending, you never know. You close a door, but man, you close that door.
Opens up.
Look what opens up.
I could speak on the same route to me actually, because when you're talking about that, I for some reason didn't even think about my job that was before my current job. I was there for 6 years. I was taking care. I would take care of people with physical disabilities and like mental disabilities. So people with like autism and like physical disabilities if they were blind or things like that, right? Special needs people. I was there for 6 years. Absolutely loved every single one of my clients. Some of them probably even watch this. Some probably even
Really?
watch this. Yeah.
Shout out you.
Um, looked after them on Monday through Friday from like 9 to like 5, like 9 to 5 for 6 years. Really grew to love them, really grew to appreciate them, really came to understand what it means to be a person with like special needs and things like that, and like realize like these people like they rock. So I'm always gonna say I'm a big proponent of people with special needs, big advocate because I dealt with them directly head on for 6 years, and they are some of the best people on this earth, right? But leaving that job, closing that door was like it was a job where I was, I was all right at. I was cool at. I liked the job. The clients liked me. We did fun things every day. But ultimately, I ended up getting an opportunity for the job where I'm currently in now. It was just a step up. You know what I mean? In all kinds of ways. So I had to leave the job that I was at and I felt good at for 6 years and leaving not just a desk job when I was just me and a computer all day or whatever, but real relationships and connections that I made with people who also like it's a little bit harder on them because to them you're just leaving. They may not necessarily understand it's because you found something better. To them, you're just leaving and you're leaving out of their lives and that's it. So like for them that was hard. So it's like it was an ending that was again bittersweet because I spent 6 years with these people, but I knew that this new opportunity was better for me. And ultimately it has been a lot better for me, right? But again, closing one chapter of my life, opened up the door to another chapter of my life that was, like I said, a step up in all kinds of ways. But man, it was tough to close that old door because you're leaving people, people that you like cared for and looked out for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So that's the bittersweetness about endings.
And it opens up doors to other things. When I stopped drinking last year, around August time, I stopped hanging out with like a group of friends that I love to this day. But I started to realize like we'd only gather to drink. Or we'd only gather and like, all right, like a drink and whatnot. And I remember this one friend, I was celebrating something at work and he's like, dude, like pour you up a shot, let's celebrate. I'm like, no, I'm good, I'm not drinking, okay. But he kept insisting. Like the whole night, I didn't drink. But that made me realize, ooh, like you're not respecting the boundary that I'm setting. Like me deciding to no longer drink is affecting kind of like how you view me, and like it's almost an attack on them when someone doesn't drink and they offer you drink and you say no. Like it's an attack. Like what do you mean? Because then people will start to look at themselves and say like, oh, like if that person's not drinking, what am I doing with my life? Do I like my life? You start to project. You start to all these different things. And what happened then? I stopped hanging. And again, I have all the love for this group of friends, but I stopped hanging around that because I was doing my own thing. And then I started to just stumble upon old friends from middle school, like Andre, for example. Bleep that out, please. Andre. And then,
oh fuck yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
and then even yesterday, I was editing the podcast, and I came across Lisa Hayden, shout out, and her older sister Laura. They started following the pod, and old middle school friends. I'm like, dude, what? Again, simulation, God, universe. You start to just put out into the world what you're trying to do, right? Like my intention for 2026, talking about endings, 2025 is coming to an end. I want to strengthen the relationship that I have with God. Again, like you said, that's a personal relationship. I don't care. No one else needs
all that
to
shit
know.
is all this stuff is just noise.
And it's so beautiful. So I'll be talking to God. We'll be laughing together. Like I'll talk to myself. Yep. If you're not talking to yourself, man, like that's the one person that you're with 24/7.
Oh, I wish Sunday me would have gotten that advice. Fucking be quiet for 2 hours. Hey, can I have your number? Hey, how's it going? Oh, sorry. Hey, what's up?
So endings, great topic, because that ending, how you put that boundary or that chapter comes to an end, dude, the book is still being written.
Oh man,
and we hold the pen, brother.
I guess maybe there might be people out there who don't get kind of see what we're maybe saying, but for you guys, it'll be like you're not gonna experience it until maybe you see it. You look at an ending try to look at it as a different perspective. Like maybe you just broke up with somebody. Right now, it doesn't make any fucking sense to you.
Breakups are a good endings topic too.
Like maybe you guys just broke up, and right now it makes no sense to you. Like I did this, I did that. How could this have happened? But give it a couple of years. Maybe you'll realize, hey, you know what? Actually, that breakup happening for me was a good thing because now I found the person I'm with, and I'm much better off. But right now, again, in the moment of things ending, it sucks. But ultimately, if you let it, it'll be for your benefit. Because again, how many times have we seen when somebody, like there's a breakup that happens, who what it's like stereotypically, like the guy will get in the gym and like he'll focus about it like on himself, and sometimes people just need kind of like that spank to kind of like, hey, get your life going. What we doing?
You get spanked?
Nah,
not me.
Chill, bro. Chill. Come on, man. It's for the Patreon.
bro. No, dude, that's a good point.
I do the spanking.
You ever hear this? Like, let's talk breakups. You ever hear about like if you broke up with someone and you ran into them later on in life, there were still some like unresolved things that needed to get through. I was having this conversation with my sister the other day. Shout out Duffy.
Interesting.
Unresolved. Something still lingering.
Like in what aspect? Unresolved as in like maybe we didn't do everything that we could have to make it work. Or maybe it's good that we broke up, but I never got to say like I never get to give you my mind full.
I don't know about that. Well, but speaking about simulation and law of attraction and manifesting, like for some reason, like you guys came back together.
Life will do that to you.
Life will do that to you.
Life will do that to you.
Shout out. Yeah,
But like, in what aspect do you mean? Because I can see both ways. So if you met up with somebody later on, you guys didn't work out at first, but you met up later on, you realize, hey, maybe there was some things that we could have, and that leads to a conversation. That leads to you guys talking about like, you know what? We're both agreeing that maybe we didn't do everything that we could have to try to fix the relationship. So why don't we try now? Right? Or like, hey, I'm glad we broke up, but I never fucking told you how much I actually hate you. I guess I can see both ways. And like,
I don't think that would be the way. Like, I don't think that would be an example. There's like something left unsaid. Nothing. Like, I can't think of any specific.
Or like, I still love you type of shit, or what?
I guess yes. I haven't had that.
No,
I haven't had that.
No. My life hasn't been a novela.
A rom-com.
A rom-com.
Shout out The Notebook. Come on the show. Ryan Gosling.
I've never seen that movie.
Rachel McAdams. Really?
I've obviously I'm very well aware of what The Notebook is. I've never seen it.
It's one of the best rom-coms.
I've heard. Apparently, actually, no, I don't know. I've never seen it.
Celebrity Crush, Rachel McAdams.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just watched About Time. Have you seen that movie?
I can't say I have.
Brother, I watched that over the weekend. Great movie. Rachel McAdams.
She's a good actress, though.
She's great.
She
got that little.
She's the one.
She's the one.
No, what other movie is she in that she's also really good in?
About Time. You've got The Notebook.
She's been in a few. Yeah, she's been in a few things. Though she's just a phenomenal actress. Yeah.
Ryan Gosling, he's becoming that guy.
He was Ken. He was Ken a couple years ago.
He's Ken. He's gonna be. I think in Project Hail Mary, he's gonna be the main actor for that one.
Wow.
That's a book right now going around. Like everyone, I'm listening to it right now. My brother's listening to it. Alyssa's listening to it. And they're coming out with a movie.
What's it about?
So the first one, you ever watch The Martian?
No, please.
Do you watch anything?
I really don't actually. So no, maybe no. I don't really watch TV or like movies like that.
Really?
Yeah,
I love movies. So The Martian it was a book. I read the book, and then it was a movie with Matt Damon where you're on Mars and the space people are trying to come back to the United States. A huge storm hits them. One guy gets left behind. The other people leave.
Ooh.
And so then this Martian guy, and they thought he died. They leave. And then like with space satellite imaging, they see that, wait a minute, the vehicle moved.
Oh,
And then they find a way to communicate with him, and this guy is a botanist, so he knows how to grow plants and grow fruit and vegetables. So he starts cultivating and growing potatoes and growing.
Is he like on a planet?
He's on Mars.
Oh, he's on Mars.
He's on Mars, and it's on their space landing station and whatnot. Okay. So the same author to that, I believe Andy. No, I'm gonna botch the name, but the same author to that book wrote another book called Project Hail Mary. And I'm just listening to the book, just started a few pages in, and it seems like this guy's trapped on another planet. And it's probably going to be something similar where it's like Project Hail Mary. You know, you gotta.
Oh, I guess that would make sense. It's a long shot to get this guy.
And yeah, it's another movie.
Bro, what would you do if you were ever stuck on a planet? Have you ever? All
right, let's go down.
I always fail to realize that, hey, there's a whole space up there.
First of all, I panic a little.
Oh, that's so scary. Like, imagine I've always thought of what that would feel like. If you're like standing on the moon, looking at Earth, you as a human who's obviously lived on Earth your whole life, be like, everything that I ever know and have thought of and have seen, it's all in that little planet right there.
All right, you get a one-way ticket to Mars. You're the first astronaut.
I am the first astronaut.
To go to Mars and inhabit it.
Yeah.
And it's up to you.
To populate it.
And you can't come back.
Wow.
You taking that?
I mean, somebody's got to be the trailblazer. Let's call Eduardo. Maybe he'll go.
So not you?
No. That's tough, buddy. That's tough. Because, I mean, essentially, you're kind of signing your life away at that point.
You are.
You are 100% signing your life away.
However, you're going to be known in the history books forever. Are you choosing?
Only if it's successful.
Legacy.
Only if it's successful. Because if it's not successful, it's just another genius that died in Mars. Right? But if it's like successful and I become president of Mars. Well,
President Morales.
I don't know if I could, to be honest with you. To kind of leave everything behind and just go. Because what does that even entail? Am I going literally by myself? How am I going to populate if it's just me?
Endings. You leave one life behind and you start another life.
Yeah, but that's got to be crazy.
All right, what are you missing the most? What is the attachment here that you're like, I can't leave that?
Family.
Your pillow.
My bed. No, bro, just life. Literally. Everything. Anything. Being here. Doing this. Talking to people, like seeing face-to-face communication. Having a life. You're giving all that away to go live in a brand new country. On a brand new fucking planet. And you're like responsible for everything. Like, how do you even do that? Because we don't know. I mean, have we studied Mars all that well? Do we know if it's possible for it to sustain life? Or am I just going to go there, I'm going to set up my tent and stuff, and all of a sudden a volcano explodes, and my whole trip lasted 12 minutes?
All of a sudden a bear attacks.
All of a sudden there's a bear out there. A space bear. He's got a helmet on and shit.
Damn. All right, am I doing that trip?
Yeah, are you doing that? First of all, let's go even one step lower than that. Are you just even going into space?
First of all, how dare you? Second of all,
what gives you the right?
Are you making the trip? Bro, I think, yeah, man. If imagine I got a wife. Imagine I got kids. Like, could I sacrifice that
to
be
life.
The legacy?
Yeah.
Like, could I sacrifice that to then go down in the history books of you're what would they call the conquistadors back in the day when they would be trailing or navigating
conquistadors?
Navigating the oceans, explorers. Like, you are a space explorer.
Space explorer.
Would that entice me enough to leave all that behind? No.
It's a lot, man. Again, even if you do go with your family, right? First of all, how are you supposed to repopulate yourself up with the family? Second of all,
brother, that's not brother. Mission Houston, we have a go.
Houston, we're good, dude.
Houston, I'm gonna cut contact for a little bit.
Houston, we are chilling, brother. Imagine.
Cut the video.
Let's cut audio and visual, please. Damn it. I forgot what I was gonna say. No, because you're also at that point, if you're, let's say, hypothetically, you're coming with your family. Not only are you making the decision on your life, you're making the decision for your family's life. What if your kid grows up to be like, well, fuck that, thanks. Now I'm just in Mars. and I'm like 16 and I have nothing to do.
It depends. What if this is your purpose in life?
Oh man.
Because now let me bring it back to this. I'm reading this book. I'm re-listening. I've listened to this book like 3 times now. It's called The Way of the Superior Man. I've recommended it to you.
Mm.
And it talks a lot about masculine and feminine energies and navigating relationships, and like you're a woman and you're as a man, and like how to not let that flame die. Like you have to be polar opposites, right?
Mm.
The masculine and the feminine. Obviously, you're gonna, show different sides of you at different points. You might be more feminine at one point, more masculine. But it talks about, like, imagine those people being shipped off to World War II. Men, only men, when they were drafted. Now, you got a wife, you got a kid, and you get called up to go serve your country. And politics aside, right? Serving this country, go out there, get shipped out to protect your family. You're doing this in service to your family. And when they're getting shipped out, they're like, honey, like, I've got to go do this.
Yeah.
I might die. And the woman there is gonna be like, I understand. Like, you've got a greater calling, and you're going and serving us as a family by pursuing your purpose.
Yeah.
I don't think my purpose is Mars.
I don't think my purpose is Mars.
I don't think my purpose is Mars.
Yeah.
However, you, like, again, going into your masculine self, you've got a purpose. And if a woman comes into your life, it shouldn't detract you from that purpose.
Yeah.
It should augment, it should liven it. It should add in love. Like, it should add in, like, it should be an ocean of just, like, love that helps you reach your purpose even better. It shouldn't deter you. Because imagine you got a wife and kids, and like you're getting drafted. You're like, babe, I'm scared. I'm not going to go. And then you're just left with this shell of a man.
First of all, I'm pretty sure like back in the day that was even illegal to do. But second of all, like what? Yeah, your wife's going to look at you. I just married Mr. Wimp over here.
Right.
I could have gone to wars.
Because then, okay, when some shit hits the fan in our marriage, in our family, with our kids.
Can I trust you to do it?
Can I trust you to do it?
Yeah.
If you're going to just wimp out on me.
Yeah, no. That's a big calling, especially for something like the World War. Like back in the day, World War II, World War I. The biggest compliment you could, not biggest compliment, biggest honor you could have ever had is to serve your country.
Yeah. That was it.
I would have signed up for the U.S. Army any day of the week. I still believe that.
Would you be drafted today? Would you want to be drafted today?
Yeah, I would.
You'd go?
I would fucking go.
Wow.
I love this country, dude. I'd fucking go.
Really?
Yeah, I'd go. It was actually an avenue that kind of explored, like maybe coming out of high school. Maybe I should go to the Army, dude.
I've had that thought.
Yeah.
I think I no longer have that thought. I think I had that thought when I was trying to navigate, like, I need more discipline in my life.
Yeah, that's good. Because they will shape you right up.
And some people need that. Some people need to be told what to do from 4 a.m. until midnight.
Some people do that.
You need to be on a schedule.
You know what I've always liked about the Army? The fact that when, like, everybody gets kind of treated as runts when you first show up. Everybody, you're all on the same fucking level. Everything. You all get treated like shit. So much so that you get shaved bald. I don't know if it's like that for the girls. Is it like that for women too? I don't think so. I don't think it's like the same for women. But at least for the men, bro, fully shaved, beard, whatever, fully shaved, clean off. So you're all kind of literally starting. I like that. It's like something about like brotherhood.
Yeah.
We're all starting from fucking the ground up.
You're in the trenches together.
Yeah.
You're in the trenches.
I cannot imagine. And maybe we interview a World War veteran sometime. Funny enough, actually, back in the day for a project, I interviewed a World War II veteran.
Wow.
So he's probably not alive anymore, but hey, shout out to you.
What are you going to say? Come on the pod. World War II.
Hey, I'm thinking about you, but he's probably been. But thank you for your service, first of all.
Thank you for your service.
That service of people that that love and that fraternity that they have of because we're literally in something that we could both die together, and we're here, we're fighting it. That's a bond that you probably can't get any other kind of way, and that'll last for the rest of your life. So when all these war and veterans and stuff, they get upset about maybe people saying things or whatever. It's like, damn, you guys don't know what it's literally like to be in the trenches for your country so that you can be here and do whatever you want to do. I don't know. I just have a huge respect for all of that.
I have a huge respect. It does suck when you start to zoom out and be like, oh, these two countries are going to war for something stupid.
At that point, yeah.
That's when it sucks. Yeah. But if you're in it, you're like, oh, that's
why more so
very valiant.
That's why I more so I immediately defaulted to when it was World War II time.
Yeah, that was
because like the world's
that was
like
it.
these days you could feel like, okay, maybe these things could have been avoided, and what are we really dying for?
Yeah.
But that back then for something like that, man, wow.
There's a statue. Oh, literally, like outside of this our studio.
Yeah.
There's a statue over there, and it says like in remembrance of like the 6 million Jews that died during World War II.
Yeah.
And brother, like I don't know about you, but I don't think it's masochist of me, but I like to just go down a Holocaust movie marathon type thing.
It's good. Well, it's very good to know that because you are respecting history in that aspect for the pain that all those people went through.
I like feeling those emotions. Like I'm someone that I like to feel the very like depths of emotions, and like I'll go like a good one is like Schindler's List.
Yeah.
Boy in striped pajamas.
That one's a killer.
That one hurt.
That one hurts.
That's a tearjerker.
Well, the one that I always liked was I think it's called Life is Beautiful. Watch that one if you ever get a chance. It's a foreign film. I'm pretty sure they were made. I think they were Italian, if I'm not mistaken, or at least the main character was Italian, and that movie was dubbed into English. But dude, when I watched that stuff, and I was a young kid, and I watched it with my family. I think we even watched it in the theaters. Like at the very end, like spoiler alert for those of you who haven't seen it.
Spoiler.
The little boy, he comes out of a train because they're like freed, right? He comes out of a train and his mom is waiting for him on like a field somewhere. And like he gets off, he like runs to her and they like hug each other, and like that's how the movie ends. But it's sad because in the process of the movie, like you saw the dad die in the movie, and they were in the concentration camp. Oh man, all that stuff, man, just killed me, brother. But I like to acknowledge it because that's how you respect history and honor the people that went through those very difficult situations that really, honestly, should have never happened.
Yeah.
But
and I have another story to share, but before that, a word from our sponsor.
Oh, please. You've seen the cameras here. Please tell us about this.
We've got a very special brew of kombucha today. We've got the Synergy series. And this one is the Artist Series Limited Edition, Living in Gratitude. Wow. We are recording this one day before Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow. Very in time.
So you're going to get this, in December, but just know that we're recording this one day before Thanksgiving. And it's got a nice blend of apple, turmeric, carrot, and spices.
I'll tell you what, my friend. They sent me a couple of boxes of that stuff. Flew through it.
Wow.
Absolutely flew through it. So good. And I feel great.
Your intestines are probably thanking you right now.
Yeah.
Intestines are thanking you right now. So again, a word from our sponsor, Synergy Kombucha. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sponsoring the pod. Oh, and as we're dealing with, kind of homekeeping stuff here, guys, next week. No show. It's a difficult decision that had to be made, but we made it.
We did make it. Follow our Instagram at @deliberate_.
Whoa.
At @deliberate_dive.
Yeah.
To understand why we're going black.
To understand the things that are going on.
Why we're going radio silent.
Remember, the boys won't be here next week, so just keep it going. We'll be with you right after.
Speaking of endings, one more.
Please.
Holocaust related.
You think before we get into the everybody's favorite segment?
Yeah. Right. It's nice. Endings, talking endings. This one book that I've read, it's called Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. And this man, so he was shipped out to Auschwitz. His family got separated. All died. But he was alive during the concentration camp being at Auschwitz. And he was a doctor in psychology. And as he was there, his doctor brain never shut off. And he's realized like what causes people to survive and what causes people to not survive. Obviously, it could be randomized, like go right, you go into a gas chamber, go left, you survive. Like you can't control that. But what about the people that were, having to cuddle up at night in negative 20-degree weather? What about the people that only had like a crumb of bread to ration for the entire week? What about the people that got absolutely like smacked and hit with rifles upside the head for no reason? Who were the people that survived? Who weren't? And what he came to realize was he really wanted to see his family again. So he had faith. He's like, I'm gonna survive so I can see my family. And I'm going to survive because I need to write this book. I need to write this book of like when life just absolutely gives you the worst cards in your life.
Yeah.
How do you get through that?
Yeah.
And so he's a professor. He survives Auschwitz, goes out, all his family died. But he still had this purpose. I need to share what I've discovered out here. And he's asking his students at the end of the book, like, hey, like, what is the meaning of life for you guys? People are raising their hands, answering. So this one student raises his hand and says, I think the purpose of life is helping other people find their purpose in life. He's like, wow. And again, going back to like you having your purpose as a man, like as a man, as a masculine person, or as like a woman, like you're determined you have a purpose. You're gonna walk that path. And man, just own it, because things are gonna come to an end in your life.
Yeah.
Relationships,
sometimes
jobs,
sometimes against your will too.
Against your will, and you had no idea. It was unexpected.
Yep.
But just have faith. Like, just have faith, and everything that you learn in your life, help someone else navigate.
See it through, because that's ultimately another reason why you're going through it, because you're gonna be the guy that somebody looks to when they're going through it. So imagine this: how are you gonna be able to be there for somebody else? How are you gonna help somebody else in their struggle if you're not properly equipped to do it? So you have to go through some things sometimes, and
So even looking at that, like, man, like the things that you go through, once you're out of it, obviously, what a blessing it is to see someone else going through that exact same thing and be like, hey, man, I understand what you're going through.
Oh,
wow.
It's good on both people, because one, you have somebody, the person saying it, you have somebody like, man, I literally know what you're feeling. So like, I feel for you, right? And the person going through it, you're like, man, okay. Now I have somebody who actually went through what it is that they went through. So now I can rely on them because they know.
I am not alone.
Yeah.
That
crazy.
right there. People, men, live in such silent desperation because they don't know how to like communicate, and they just think they're alone. Which is sad.
That's very sad.
Just know you're not alone out there, deliberate divers.
And move to a beginning of everybody's favorite segment.
Am I the asshole, ladies and gentlemen?
Welcome back. They thought we were over, but we're never over.
We're always back.
Would I be an asshole for ending a friendship to save my marriage? Wow. I told you we get juicy today.
On brand.
We were going to get juicy today. For what it's worth, this is my friend from work. She is perfectly innocent, has made no advances, and is just a genuinely nice person.
Oh.
She is a good friend who deserves a good friend in me, but I have come to a dilemma.
That advances part, that's giving me some context clues.
My wife and I are right before we start, is he the asshole or not? Remember, we always like to give little preliminaries.
If you're married with a wife, if you're not siding with
your wife,
is
he the asshole or not?
He
just right now, off the facts you have right now.
You have to trust your woman. If you're married to someone, like, sorry, but like everything
She's
else,
the asshole then.
Yes.
Okay. My wife and I aren't in an unhappy marriage per se, but we definitely have our problems. The last thing I would ever dream of doing is being unfaithful. However,
no,
yeah, this guy said, however, as this is a serious moral flaw in my opinion. Oh, he's saying he would never be unfaithful, however, because it's a serious moral flaw. Okay. Regardless, this friend who has nothing but honest intentions and knows I'm married has found a strange place in my life where she's meeting the needs that my wife has left unmet, like someone to just talk to and be silly with, who likes to try new restaurants during our lunch break, and who has similar interests, all of which my wife does not share. And it has been causing me some undue heartache. In short, I'm developing feelings for my friend, don't know what to do about it. The only fair solution to all parties is to be honest with my wife, then be honest with my friend, and cut off contact with her until I can figure out my own issues. So, would I be the asshole for ending the relationship to save my marriage?
Oh, would I be the asshole ending my relationship to save my marriage? No, he wouldn't be the asshole. In that scenario, then no.
Yeah, no.
No, because you got to figure out what you're lacking in your life that you have to go find it somewhere else.
Exactly.
And there's another question, like even to you or to the audience too, like can men and women be just friends?
Yeah, I believe that. I have a lot of good friends that are just women.
Just women.
I mean, there are women that are just friends. Is what I meant. Just women. I meant to say women that are just friends. I mean, I guess at certain points they've commented like, yeah, I used to have like a crush on you, whatever. But no, firmly believe that women and men could just be friends.
Yeah.
But
however,
regardless,
however, I agree. I've gone like the most minimal dates this year. But after I knew that and I had to navigate what it was to like friend zone other people.
Yeah.
I had to navigate that this year. And it was new to me. And I quickly realized, like, if there was ever a, like, you liked them and they liked you, and then they liked you a little bit too much, like more than you liked them. So that was the scenario that I had. And I had to, let them know, like, hey, I just want to be friends.
Yeah.
There's no scenario in which I would date another person. Say I find my girlfriend, my wife, like say that I'd want to introduce them to this person that I'm just friends with. Oh, what's the history that you guys have? Yeah, we went on like a date, or not even like in my specific case, we never even went on a date, but I like that's what it was. There, I would feel uncomfortable. Like I would.
It's like you're making them uncomfortable at that point.
I'm uncomfortable at that point. Like, what about me? I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, in like that scenario. But yeah, I agree. Like I got some homegirls.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Dude, homegirls are the best.
And you need those people too.
I love my homegirls.
You need the homegirls.
Yeah.
Shout out all the homegirls.
Homegirls, come on the pod. They probably will at some point.
Yeah. They have.
They have. Yeah, man, 400%. He's not the asshole. But again, a lot of people take this they forget about this little fact. You spend 8 hours a day, 5 times a week with people that are your coworkers in a close proximity. So if you're spending a lot of time with each other, sometimes seeing them even more than your own family. So of course you're going to start maybe being like, oh man, do I have feelings for this person? Or man, should I kind of explore this, Just always remember that. Maybe it's not necessarily just a crush or attraction. You just spend a lot of time with this fucking person,
I have a friend, shout out this friend. Her name is Emily Popley. She's the person that produced the music that we have on Deliberate Dive. Anytime you listen to the intro songs or on the reels, that's that person. She recently came out with an album. And one of those songs on the album, and she worked with like this Grammy award-winning like producer. Like, so she, like her vocals are incredible. She plays piano. She worked with this album. And I'm sharing this because she shared it with me, and she put this album out there for the world to see.
Right.
One of the songs that she has talks about her developing feelings for one of the like people that she would work with. Because she would be touring and she'd be going to, different cities and writing music and collaborating music. And she's married with 2 kids, beautiful kids. I met them. And how do you, like, in this scenario, it's like, it sounds like this guy hasn't talked to his wife at all about this.
It looks like they're just going through a difficult time in their marriage. I mean, he did say that, right? But
so in my scenario with my friend, she wrote a whole song about, like, you, as a man, right? You go into a relationship or you get married, you can't deny the fact that if you see another beautiful woman, it's not going to do something to you. Like, it's biology.
That's just who we are.
That's just who we are. Now, if you're an idiot and you go like, hey, you see that girl? Like that, to your girl, you're stupid.
Well, I mean, come on.
You're
at that point, you're a criminal.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But you can't deny, like, biology. Like, you can't deny that. So then my friend in this scenario, and then I guess to make it more generic too, it's you start to develop these feelings for other people. And how she handled it was like bringing it to her partner.
Wow.
Like bringing it to her partner, like, this is what's happening. And then she wrote a song about it.
Okay.
She wrote a song about it because then that was her outlet to express what she was feeling emotionally.
Right.
And by golly, if that wasn't my example of like, that's how you do it.
Man, I mean,
because you are going to develop feelings. You are going to just be around other people.
I mean, in that specific scenario, it is absolutely unavoidable to develop feelings for that specific girl that your coworker that you're spending all this time with.
That's a common scenario.
And so much, oh man, but sometimes again, it's more so about forgetting what you already have. You're supposed to have that with your wife. And if things aren't going right with your wife, you're supposed to be able to talk about it and not just kind of throw dirt on it, throw it under the rug. All right, we'll move on, right? Because that's how that builds up. I mean, that's how you find yourself in the scenario you're in. You're supposed to have this with your wife. So yeah, you definitely, I mean, but at the same time, don't end the relationship with the friend. Just acknowledge it for what it is, that it's just a friendship, that you are a married man. She probably also is married or has some kind of boyfriend or whatever. You have to remember that. Keep being a friend. You don't have to stop completely talking about it unless you really can't control yourself. And anytime you see her, you just want to throw yourself on her, right?
Okay, let me give you this scenario. You're that man's best friend. What advice are you giving him?
Bro, you gotta, first of all, you gotta for sure talk to your wife. Because if you're starting off saying my wife and I aren't in the best of terms right now, you gotta get that. You gotta get that set up. Because if you don't have things, happy wife, happy life, right? So you gotta straighten that out 100%. Second, I wouldn't say don't just completely disregard that other person. Just maybe try to limit it back some until you figure out what's going on with your wife. Either you guys make it work with your wife, right? Or it leads to bigger discussions like, maybe are we even right for each other? Talking about endings, right? But because it's also another bogus thing to just kind of completely cut the other person off out of nowhere like that. Because if the way he's saying it, should I just end the friendship, right? That's a coworker you're still gonna have. You're still gonna see her every day. Do you really want to make things awkward with somebody you see probably more than your wife? No. Just talk about it with your wife and understand that you're a married man and you have to really decide and remember, hey, I'm supposed to have this at home, not at my job. Also, don't shit where you eat.
Facts.
So, that's just my 2 cents. No, he's not the asshole, but he could just handle it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And maybe, again, on endings, relationships, what we were talking about. Maybe you find enough, this leads to you realizing, hey, maybe my wife really aren't the best for each other. So now we end it the proper way, and now I have this. That I would have never come to that realization if I didn't have this at work.
Again,
choosing to see how you want to see things is just all about. It's no good or bad. It's just shit that happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Like there's something in the marriage that the polarity's off.
Yeah.
You got too comfortable.
Exactly. You stop doing the little things.
And it's also unfair to make your partner be out to be everything for you. Oh, it shouldn't be that.
No, it shouldn't.
Your partner. Okay, speaking as men, your partner shouldn't be the person that you go to seek solace and peace and be your financial advisor.
Your sole existence or purpose for existence. No.
And be your wife and your lover and be, the person caregiving your kids and be your, that's way too much. That's way too many things. That will quickly dim out the light. You got to find different outlets. You got to find a good homeboy.
A homeboy. Sounds like you need a homeboy,
bro. You need a homeboy to go. You know what this guy needs? Go take yourself out on a date.
Yeah.
Go take yourself on a date and go figure out.
Go to all those restaurants. Go by yourself sometime.
Go by yourself, dude. You ever go to a movie theater by yourself?
I've never done movies, but I have done a few things by myself this year.
I've done movie theater and I fell asleep accidentally.
By myself. I should try the movie theater.
It's nice.
Again, not just a big moviegoer,
dude.
I don't know what it is.
Did you just watch Benchwarmers too many times and then
I just absolutely probably fried my brain when I was a kid, so I'm over it now.
Done.
When I watch TV, it's literally just for, and I've said this on the pod. When I watch TV, it's mainly for sports. Other than that, I'm not really watching series. I'm not really watching movies. I'm not doing, because I'm usually there.
I'm looking forward to a movie. I'm looking forward to a movie after this.
Now, don't get me wrong. Tonight,
as
where we are recording this.
Wow.
Season 5 of Stranger Things comes out. So you already know what I'm finna be on. The boys are binging again.
All right, brother.
What a great episode, my friend.
What a great episode.
I hope you guys know how much we love you. Because we really do. We love all of this.
And you don't even get to see how the sausage is made, but these conversations just flow out of us, man. Minimal editing. Future Anthony, you barely have to edit anything.
Shout out for Future Anthony.
Other than bleeping out Andre's name.
Oh, because we're not going to say anymore. Way too much publicity. The guy already has enough publicity.
The guy gets onto Chicago Fire as a supporting actor and gets to sit down in those cool chairs, the acting chairs with the other cool actors, and he thinks he could just get free lunches.
And all of a sudden, we're supposed to say his name every 2 minutes.
All of a sudden. It's incredible.
That story's coming soon, by the way, though. That story's coming soon. Someday he just let out.
Hey.
I'm surprised he let it out because contracts were strict. Contracts were strict, my friend. So I'm surprised. Hopefully we can still get the deal across.
Just expect another episode in the making.
In the making.
All right, brother.
Catch you on the next one.